सेशन को मोटिवेशन करेंगे। सभी उपस्थित एपेक्स डायरेक्टर्स, प्रोजेक्ट चेयरमैन, चैप्टर चेयरमैन एवं सेक्रेटरी का स्वागत करता हूं। सभी विजयवाड़ा और देश के अलग अलग जगहों से जुड़े एफसीपी सीपी पैटर्न, लेडीज विंग मेंबर एंड यूथ विंग मेंबर्स का इस इंफॉर्मेटिव एंड मोटिवेशनल वेबिनार में स्वागत करता हूं। आप सभी को कोरोना महामारी से बचने के लिए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, मास्क पहने और सैनिटेशन का पूरा ध्यान रखेंगे, ऐसी आशा करते हुए सबका इस वेबिनार में स्वागत करता हूं।
Now I request Ramesh Jain, my good friend and MD of GM Modular Electrical, King of India, to please introduce our today's guest. Yes, go ahead, Ramesh bhai.
Jai Jinendra, good afternoon. I'm happy to introduce our today's chief guest, Shiv Khera ji. Shiv Khera is an author, educator, business consultant, and a much sought after speaker. He inspires and encourages individuals to realize their true potential. He has taken his dynamic personal message to opposite sides of the globe, from the US to Singapore. His 40 years of research and understanding has put millions on the path of growth and fulfillment. Over 8 million copies of his book have been sold globally, including his international bestseller, You Can Win, in 21 languages. His clients include Lufthansa, HP, DHL, SHBC, Canon, Nestle, Philips, Mercedes, Johnson & Johnson, MetLife, and many more. Tens of thousands have benefited from his dynamic workshop internationally in over 20 countries, and millions have heard him as a keynote speaker. He has appeared on numerous radio and television shows. Mr. Khera is the brand ambassador of Round Table Foundation. He has been honored by the Lions International and Rotary International. His trademark is, winners don't do different things, they do things differently. Thank you. It was my great pleasure to introduce Sri Shiv Khera ji. I am also happy to introduce today's moderator, Sri Gautamji Oswal. Gautamji Oswal is chairman of G2 International Wing and past G2 Apex secretary, past president of TAI Hubli. He is also instrumental in starting 11th chapter globally. Over to you, Gautam bhai. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesh bhai. Hi to all the viewers. I'm sure somebody must have heard Shiv Khera ji, but every time you heard Shiv Khera ji, there's something different you take. And this is a different time. We need to learn differently. So we learn a lot of things, leadership quality from Shiv Khera ji. But this time we are going to learn, and the topic is turn setback into comeback in the COVID period. I suggest to take a better advantage of this. Request you to please switch off your mobile, have a concentration. It will be 45-minute talk by our Khera ji, and then we will have a 30-minute question answer. You have any questions, you need not to wait till the last. You can put it in the chat, and then we will take it once Shiv Khera ji speech is over. Shiv ji, this is to you.
All right.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to thank Mr. Gautam Oswal for initiating this. Gautam bhai, agar aap nahi initiate karte to aaj ye program nahi ho pata. So I'm grateful to you, sir. Aap is kabil samajhte hain.
Thanks for coming, sir.
I'm grateful, sir. I'm honored. And Ramesh ji, thank you, sir. Indeed, I'm honored to have you here. पहले तो मैं आपसे एक सिर्फ ये कहना चाहूंगा कि आज के इस संघर्ष के दौरान में I don't think anybody who has all the answers, nobody has all the answers. Certainly I don't. And then my academics are, I'm a BCom 3rd division, I failed in my 10th. तो मैं ज़्यादा पढ़ा लिखा नहीं हूँ साहब मैं. And then I come from a business family. We had coal mines in India, close to 1,000 people working. तो सरकार ने हमारी mines nationalize कर दी, तो हम लोग सड़क पे चले आए. So right from being a mine owner, we came on the street. Street means street. My father had died when I was in college. We were left with the liabilities and the assets were gone. And I was married just 4 weeks then. And I remember a year later, my daughter was born. And I did not have $10 to buy milk that night. साहब मेरे पास 10 रुपए नहीं थे उस रात को. And I tried my hands on 3 businesses with no money and I failed in all 3. उसके बाद 1975 I left India. मैं इंडिया छोड़ के चला गया US. तो पहले मैं गया टोरंटो. So I started life sleeping on the floor and with a bucket in my hand started washing cars door to door. 1.5 साल गाड़ियां साफ करता रहा वहां पे साहब. उसके बाद दिन में गाड़ी साफ करता था, रात को I used to sell vacuum cleaners and totally by default I got into selling life insurance. And then I was on the verge of being fired by my manager. Now there were some turning points जिसने मेरी जिंदगी में एकदम मोड़ लाया वो, and things changed after that in my life. And I will share what are the things that brought me back into my life. And I moved on to the US, got into 3 businesses. I bought out a company out of California in 1984, started the New Jersey operation with no clients, and I sold my company with close to 500 clients for a decent sum. So what was my learning? जो मेरी सीख हुई इस दौरान में, मैं आज वही आपके साथ आज शेयर करने वाला हूं आज. Now, the challenges that we are facing today, this crisis is going from one city to another, one city to another. It's covered the whole world. And then overcrowded hospitals, shortage of supplies, and factories are closing, orders are getting canceled, unemployment rising, death rate going up. अब ये हालात सारे देख के ये दुनिया हिल चुकी है एकदम. Everybody is shaken up. Now, because of the uncertainty, nothing is predictable. किसी के पास, nobody has a crystal ball. ये crisis कब खत्म होगा? This will be the last date. Nobody knows. With the result, it has led to a lot of insecurity. लोग अपने आप को बहुत असुरक्षित महसूस कर रहे हैं आज. इसकी वजह से हम लोग का स्ट्रेस लेवल बढ़ गया है, एंजाइटी बढ़ गई है, फ्रस्ट्रेशन बढ़ गई है, एंड डिप्रेशन बढ़ गया है, और कोई लोगों के अंदर गुस्सा आ गया है साहब, बहुत गुस्सा आ गया है. नाउ stress is both natural and normal. Anybody who says I don't have stress, they belong into the lunatic asylum. We all have stress and there's nothing wrong with that. And all stress is not bad. It is the stress that makes us perform. आप देखें एक एथलीट ओलंपिक्स में जाता है compete करने के लिए. Is he under stress? Answer is yes. If he was not under stress, you think he would be able to perform? Answer is never. आप देखें at the race course, जो thoroughbreds होते हैं, thoroughbreds, when they get in, before they get into the cabin, they are jumping up and down like this. You know why? They're under very heavy stress. And they put them into the cabin and the bell rings and the bang, they perform. Now that is a thoroughbred. But if you take a jackass to the race course, this jackass is under no stress. He's so cool, he's so relaxed, and he just goes casually walking there. He's not jumping like this. But that's a jackass. तो किसी ने एक बहुत अच्छी बात कही है, that stress is the price we pay to be a thoroughbred in life. Repeat करता हूं साहब ये. Stress is the price we pay to be a thoroughbred in life. Now, most important thing is all of us can handle stress. साहब हम लोग सब stress को handle कर सकते हैं. What we cannot handle is chronic stress. जब stress chronic बन जाता है, तब साहब हम लोगों को मुश्किल पड़ जाती है. मेरा सिर्फ यही कहना है, let us not overrate this crisis and let us not underrate our strength to fight and win. ये repeat करता हूं दोबारा से. Let us not overrate this crisis and let us not underrate our strength to fight and win. Now, इन लफ्जों के साथ मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि इस क्राइसिस ने हमें 3 तरीके से इंपैक्ट किया है. 1, it has impacted our life. 2, our livelihood. And 3, our lifestyle. 3, of life, livelihood, lifestyle. Now, how has that impacted our life? Folks, none of us know who will be in quarantine next. साहब किसी को मालूम नहीं है हम में से who will be in quarantine next. One. Number two, रमेश जी ध्यान दीजिएगा, what we do, where we go and who we meet could be a matter of life and death. दोबारा से बोलता हूं, what we do, where we go and who we meet could be a matter of life and death. This is the case today. Now, this is for life. The second part is livelihood. आज सबकी इनकम बंद हो गई है. Individuals, they've stopped income. Business, व्यापार सब बंद हो गया है साहब. And government's incomes are closed. They're not collecting any taxes. Governments are going bankrupt. Now, when we say livelihood has been impacted, we need to ask whose livelihood has been impacted. तकरीबन आप देखेंगे दुनिया में 3 किस्म के लोग होते हैं. One is the super rich. 2, the mediocre, and 3, the poor. साहब इसमें से the worst hit is the person is the poor. He's the daily wage earner. सुबह काम करता है, रात को रोटी खाता है, सुबह काम करता है, रात को रोटी खाता है, सुबह काम करता है, रात को रोटी खाता है. सबसे साहब बुरा हाल उसी का हुआ है. Now comes the super rich. Super rich को साहब livelihood की कोई problem नहीं है. Are you aware that Apple Computers has $200 billion in reserve? $200 billion. सब अब Apple Computer को कहां से livelihood की problem हो जाएगी? Same thing with Birla's, Tata's, Adani's, Ambani's. I will be totally surprised if they also have a cash flow livelihood problem. I'll be surprised. So they don't have a problem in my opinion. Now comes the third category is the mediocre. Mediocre is people like possibly me and possibly many others listening. The mediocre people are thinking, साहब बहुत जरूरी बात है गौतम जी. The mediocre people are thinking, will the crisis finish before the money or will the money finish before the crisis? देखिए हर एक के दिमाग में ये आ रहा है, will the crisis finish before the money or will the money finish before the crisis? Now, mediocre people, when we did financial planning for our clients in the US, we always used to tell them that we must have 1 year of our income in liquid cash, 1 year of income, which is we should be able to access that money within less than 24 hours. Why? That is called emergency fund or opportunity fund. Emergency fund or opportunity fund. Why? Because emergencies and accidents never warn you in advance. I repeat, emergencies and accidents never warn you in advance. They just come. Now, ऐसे टाइम में ही अब लोगों को एक चीज और समझ में आई है, to distinguish between active income and passive income. Active income किसको कहते हैं? I go to work, I get money. I go to work, I get money. I go to work, I get money. I don't go to work, I get no money. This is called active income. लेकिन अब समझ में आई लोगों को कि भैया ऐसा है, we must have something called passive income. Even if I don't go to work, I must get money. So now people are thinking, what do we do where we go from here? Okay, now that is that part. Now coming to the next part is lifestyle. अब आप देखें, till the lockdown took place, all of us, we were all on the fast lane. साहब हम लोग दौड़े चले जा रहे थे, कहां जा रहे थे मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन जा रहे थे साहब, टाइम ही नहीं था. We were all running. Where we were going, we didn't know, but we were going. आप देखें, look at the fallacy of it. We were running in speed, and today the amount of time-saving devices we have today, we have never had that many in history. And yet, we don't have what? We don't have time. Look at this. You know why we don't have time? Because we messed up our priorities. And when we mess up our priorities, we forget to distinguish between what's urgent in life and what's important in life. Now, urgent may or may not be important. And important may or may not be urgent. But the interesting thing is, I'm not preaching here. I'm guilty. I messed up my own priorities many times. But interestingly, whenever we ignore what is important, it always converts into urgent. अब देखें, सेहत अहमियत रखती है. Health is important, but it's not urgent. Exercising every day is important, but it's not urgent. If I have a crucial meeting tonight and if I cannot exercise tonight, it's not the end of the world. But if I ignore my health long enough, guess what happens? I will land up in the hospital. कैसी अजीब बात है. जब भी हम whatever is important, when we ignore it, it converts into urgent. देखिए, जिंदगी में relationships are important, but they are not urgent. But if we ignore relationship long enough, guess what happens? We start talking through our lawyers. Interestingly, now, this crisis, what it has done is, it has stopped people from the fast lane and said, wait a minute, get your priorities right. आप लोगों से पूछिए, why do you go to work? I go to work for my family. Why do you work hard? I work hard for my family. Who are the most important people in life? My family. Who are the most neglected? Also my family. Sadly, it is true. The most important people many times become the most neglected people also. So आज लोगों की समझ में आई है that, you see, in terms of prioritizing, they have realized one thing, that money in the bank is more precious than having 35 shirts in your closet. Money in the bank is more important than buying a car worth $100,000 or $200,000. अब समझ में आई साहब, कहते हैं cash is king. Why did they say cash is king? This is the reason why cash is king. Okay, so we need to reassess our non-discretionary spending and discretionary spending. Now next is, this is lifestyle. But now, पूरे इतिहास में हमारे पास सिर्फ 2 ही पॉइंट्स रेफरेंसेस हैं जो कि पिछले 100 साल में जहां ऐसा क्राइसिस पहले आया है. 2 टाइम ऐसे हुए हैं. एक है द स्पेनिश फ्लू इन 1918. 50 million people died. 50 million लोगों की डेथ हो गई साहब उसमें. Now, it came in 1918 and then it started fading away. लोगों ने जब वो चला गया फ्लू तो सबने कहा साहब खतरा टल गया. But it came back in the second phase and killed 35 million people. मैं ये बात इस वजह से कह रहा हूं कि जैसे लॉकडाउन खत्म होता है, लोग कहते हैं सब खतरा टल गया, not realizing that the danger is not over. See, in South Korea, Singapore, it has come the second phase, and the second phase is worse, and they're expecting a major second phase in the US. Almost 150,000 people are dead in US right now, and they're saying the second phase will come in September, October. It'll be much worse. Now, this is one part. The second part is of the crisis is happened in the Great Depression in 1929. Banks failed, stock market crashed, Wall Street panicked, savings were lost. सब $100 की कीमत से सिर्फ $15 रह गई थी. Dollar lost 85% of its value, 85%. And 15 million people became unemployed. 15 million only in the US, only in the US. Now, 15 million 100 years ago is equivalent to 50 million today because population is 3 times more. Now, अब silver lining क्या है साहब? खुशखबरी क्या है? खुशखबरी ये है, आप देखेंगे जिंदगी में कभी भी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ती है तो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑलवेज बढ़ जाती है साहब। रिपीट करता हूं, whenever unemployment goes up, self-employment always goes up. Now, उस time at that great crisis, people had no money, nobody had risk-taking ability, and they were not that educated, they were not techies, but there were some people who were positive people. They were called positive entrepreneurs or survivalist entrepreneurs. And they started a business very small. And today in the US, they have become household words. घर घर साहब उनका नाम दुनिया जानती है वहां पे। मैं आपसे सिर्फ 3 उदाहरण शेयर करूंगा, लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात यह है, इनके पास पैसा नहीं था साहब, क्राइसिस उतना ही बड़ा था, रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी नहीं थी, पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे, ना कोई डिग्रीज थी, ना ही टेकीज थे, लेकिन इनके पास एक चीज थी, दे वर सॉल्यूशन फोकस्ड पीपल। कुछ लोग साहब सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम फोकस्ड होते हैं, जानते हैं उनका क्या मतलब होता है? आप उनको सॉल्यूशन दीजिए, वो आपको प्रॉब्लम देंगे। दे हैव अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर एवरी सॉल्यूशन। हेनरी फोर्ड सेड, किक देम आउट, किक देम आउट। We are not stupid. We understand there are problems in life, but we are looking for somebody who is what? Solution focused. 3 उदाहरण देता हूं आपको। एक का नाम था जॉर्ज जेनकिंस। अपने पड़ोस में इसने एक छोटा सा रिटेल आउटलेट खोला इसने साहब, एंड वहां पे he was selling non-perishable durable goods. ये 2 लफ्ज बहुत जरूरी है, non-perishable durable. Why non-perishable? अगर पेरिश कर जाएगा तो टोटल लॉस हो जाएगा, और ड्यूरेबल इसलिए खरीदा इसने कि अगर नहीं बिकेगा तो परिवार इस्तेमाल कर लेगा। तो he started at that time 100 years ago in a small outlet. And साहब, today this man does a turnover of $30 billion. Gautam ji, $30 billion, and he's worth $6 billion. He has 1,000 outlets in the US, और इसका नाम है साहब Publix Supermarket. Go Google it out, you will find this man right there. 1,000 outlets today. दूसरा उदाहरण देता हूं आपको. There were 2 brothers in California. They were running into deep trouble. तो इन्होंने सोचा कि साहब वहां पे let us crush some grapes and make wine out of it. तो इन्होंने वाइन बनानी शुरू की, लेकिन कोई खरीदार ही नहीं था साहब, खरीदने वाला नहीं था. They started selling 50% below market, 50% below market. And today they have a Gallo winery in the US. They account for 25% of winery business in the US, and their net worth is $10 billion. और तीसरा उदाहरण देता हूं आपको. There was a man, Simplot, in Idaho. He had a small patch of land. He started cultivating potatoes. Now, what he could not sell, they ate. And what he could not eat started rotting. Now, he could not afford the loss of the rotten potatoes. So he started freezing them. This is how he started 100 years ago. And today, this man accounts for 33% of the French fries business in the US. 33%. He's called the potato king of US. And he's worth 10 to 12 billion dollars. Now, मैं ये एग्जाम्पल आपसे क्यों शेयर कर रहा हूं? इस वजह से नहीं कर रहा हूं कि आप और मैं अगर कोई व्यापार शुरू करें, हम लोग भी we will do $10 billion and we will be worth $20 billion. ये बिल्कुल मकसद नहीं है साहब. मेरा सिर्फ कहने का एक ही मकसद है, वो ये है कि we need to become a solution focused person. That's all. आप देखें एक ही हालात में कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो नए रिकॉर्ड तोड़ देते हैं, कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो अपने आप को तोड़ लेते हैं साहब। एक ही हालात में, एक ही हालात में कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो नए रिकॉर्ड तोड़ देते हैं, कुछ लोग अपने आप को तोड़ लेते हैं। We need to understand it is us. What are we doing? Now, this crisis has impacted us three different ways. One, physically, two, economically, three, psychologically. Physical side is the medical side. I'm not a doctor. I'm not qualified to talk about it. WHO is giving enough information, so I'm going to leave that alone. Second is economically. Now, let me address the economic side here. Very important. The economic side is, सब पहले सारी दुनिया कहती थी globalization, globalization, globalization. Today the word is localization, localization, localization. Why? Because people are saying, depending on a country 20,000 miles away, and who is not favorable to us, and if our values don't match, they can blackmail us tomorrow. Therefore, we must become independent or self-sufficient. आप जानते हैं, America depends on America depends on China for 97% of the pharma products. सब मैं हैरान हो गया when I heard this, that US depends on China for 97% of the pharma products. No wonder they're saying we cannot let a country blackmail us now. We cannot let them blackmail us. Therefore, production is coming closer to consumption. और पहले लोग कहते थे साहब लेबर कॉस्ट जहां सस्ती होगी वहां चले जाएंगे हम, बट आज लोग नहीं कह रहे हैं ये, क्योंकि with automation and robotics, labor component has become so small, you don't need that much labor. You can do 10 times more production with 1/10 of the manpower. So automation has changed the picture completely. Now, the third component is people are realizing that bottom line is more important than top line. रमेश जी, सारी दुनिया कहती थी टर्नओवर क्या है, टर्नओवर क्या है, अरे टर्नओवर को क्या करना है, प्रॉफिट देखो कितना, bottom line is more important than top line. To hell with top line. I don't care what the top line is. I want to see my bottom line. Now, coming to the third side is the psychological part, which is the emotional part. Now, आप देखें एक चीज, जो लोग emotionally strong हैं, they are coming out stronger from this crisis. Look at this. People who are emotionally strong, they are coming out stronger from this crisis. And people who are emotionally weak, they are falling apart. वो टूट रहे हैं साहब. WHO की रिपोर्ट आई है that domestic violence has gone up by 50%. This is the emotional impact we are having in our homes and families. They are fighting. But people with emotional strength, they are becoming stronger. And the relationships are becoming stronger also. अब मैं आपके साथ, there are 9 steps I will share with you how to overcome the stress level and the crisis. How to overcome this. If you want to note down, please do so. 9 steps. Step one is the serenity prayer. Serenity prayer. साहब 45 साल पहले जब मैं अमेरिका गया तो मैंने वहां पे एक प्रोग्राम अटेंड किया डॉक्टर नॉर्मन विंसेंट पील का, जिन्होंने किताब लिखी पावर ऑफ पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग। तो 1000 लोग थे, मैं भी वहां बैठ गया वहां पे। तो डॉक्टर पील आए वहां पे, उन्होंने 1000 लोगों के ऊपर आंख घुमाई और कहते हैं कि साहब लगता है आप लोग यहाँ पे सब शांत, कंफर्टेबल, रिलैक्स बैठे हैं, लगता है यहाँ पे किसी को कोई समस्या नहीं है। तब पूछते हैं, डज एनीबडी हैव अ प्रॉब्लम हियर? सो सबने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया, साहब वी हैव अ प्रॉब्लम, इसके समस्या नहीं है। फिर पूछते, हाउ मेनी पीपल वुड लाइक टू गेट रिड ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम? तो सबने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया साहब। फिर कहते हैं कि जब मैं यहां पे आ रहा था, यहां से 200 गज दूर मैंने कुछ लोगों को देखा, वहां पे एकदम विश्राम किए, रिलैक्स वहां पे लेटे पड़े हैं, उनको कोई समस्या नहीं है। कितने लोग जानना चाहते हैं ऐसी कौन सी जगह है? तो सबने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया। तब डॉक्टर पील बोले कि 200 गज यहां से दूर एक शमशान घाट है भैया, और वहां पे लोग लेटे हुए हैं, एकदम स्ट्रेच्ड आउट, टोटली रिलैक्स, उनको कोई समस्या ही नहीं है। तब उन्होंने पूछा कि कितने लोग समस्या से छुटकारा पाना चाहते हैं? तो सबने हाथ जेब में डाल लिया, किसी का हाथ खड़ा नहीं हुआ। तब डॉक्टर पील बोले, ध्यान से सुनिए, डॉक्टर पील बोले, समस्या एक जीवन का प्रतीक है। अरे भैया, जब तक हम जिंदा रहेंगे समस्या रहेगी, जब समस्या ही नहीं रहेगी हम ही नहीं रहेंगे। और जब समस्या कम होने लगे, उस दिन घुटने पे टिक के परमात्मा से प्रार्थना करना भरोसा छोड़ दिया, कुछ समस्या भेज दो भाई। उस दिन डॉक्टर पील ने एक प्रार्थना दी, जो कि मेरे हिसाब से जीवन का एक निचोड़ है। और पिछले 45 साल से मैं रोजाना ये प्रार्थना घर से करके निकलता हूं, और मैंने कई बारी बहुत मुश्किलें मैंने फेस की हैं, लेकिन इस प्रार्थना ने मुझे इतनी शक्ति दी है टू ओवरकम दिस क्राइसिस। मैं आपके साथ 2 बारी शेयर करूंगा, एक बारी इंग्लिश में और एक बारी हिंदी में। अगर आप लिखना चाहें तो लिख लीजिएगा। इट गोज लाइक दिस: God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference, what I can and what I cannot. परमात्मा मुझे इतना संतुलन दो कि जो मैं बदल नहीं सकता आपकी सौगात समझ के स्वीकार करूं। अगर मैं उसे बदल सकता हूं तो मुझे इतनी हिम्मत और हौसला दो कि मैं उसे बदल दूं, और इतनी सुबुद्धि दो कि उनमें फर्क बता सकूं, क्या बदल सकता हूं और मैं क्या नहीं बदल सकता। साहब, ये जीवन का एक निचोड़ है। अगर इस प्रार्थना को डाइसेक्ट किया जाए और एनालाइज किया जाए, इट गोज लाइक दिस: परमात्मा मुझे इतना संतुलन दो कि जो मैं बदल नहीं सकता आपकी सौगात समझ के स्वीकार करूं। अब सवाल यह है, क्या हम इतने ताकतवर हैं कि दुनिया में हर चीज बदल सकते हैं? क्या हर चीज हमारे इख्तियार में है? डू वी कंट्रोल एवरीथिंग इन दिस वर्ल्ड? आंसर इज नो, वी डोंट. There are many things beyond control, such as I didn't choose my parents, neither did you. I didn't decide where I was going to be born, and neither did you. And granted, sometimes if this is the color of my skin and my height, there's nothing I can do about it. And granted, sometimes people are born deformed. What wrong did they do? Who knows? और कई बारी अच्छों के साथ, अच्छे लोगों के साथ बुरे हाथ से भी हो जाते हैं। क्या गलती की उन्होंने? भगवान जाने। ये कोरोना क्राइसिस कहां से आया? अरे भैया, कौन किसको मालूम है? आई डोंट नो, बट इट्स हियर। तो ये कहती है, जो मैं बदल नहीं सकता आपकी सौगात समझ के स्वीकार करूं। साहब, बहुत बारी जिंदगी में हम उन चीजों के साथ लड़ते रहते हैं जिनको हम बदल ही नहीं सकते, और अपनी जिंदगी में तनाव लेके चले आते हैं, और वी बिकम पैरालाइज्ड एंड वी बिकम अनप्रोडक्टिव. Stress paralyzes us. तो अगर मैं बदल नहीं सकता, आपकी सौगात समझ के स्वीकार करूं, और अगर बदल सकता हूं तो मुझे इतनी हिम्मत और हौसला दो कि मैं बदल दूं उसको, और इतनी सुबुद्धि दो कि उनमें फर्क बता सकूं, क्या बदल सकता हूं और मैं क्या नहीं बदल सकता। तो साहब, मैंने जब अपनी नई किताब लिखी यू कैन अचीव मोर, जो लंदन में लॉन्च हुई लास्ट ईयर, मैं यही सोच को लेके 2 कदम आगे बढ़ा। तो मैंने उसमें लिखा है कि जिंदगी एक फैसला भी है और जिंदगी एक समझौता भी है। लगता है इन बातों में टकराव है, लेकिन है नहीं। आप देखें, हाउ इज लाइफ फुल ऑफ चॉइसेस? If I ill treat you, I've chosen to be ill treated, haven't I? If I treat you with discourtesy, I've chosen to be treated with discourtesy, haven't I? If I light up a cigarette, I've chosen to invite cancer, haven't I? If I drink and drive, I've chosen to invite an accident, haven't I? If I exercise every day, I've chosen to invite good health, haven't I? If I eat too much every day, I've chosen to be obese, haven't I? If I tell lies, मैं झूठ बोलता हूं, I've chosen to lose my credibility, haven't I? If I tell the truth, I've chosen to invite to be credible, haven't I? साहब, जिंदगी एक समझौता है। अब ध्यान दीजिएगा, सॉरी, जिंदगी एक फैसला है। हम सब एक फैसला लेने तक आजाद हैं, लेकिन जब हम फैसला ले चुकते हैं, उसके बाद हमारी आजादी खत्म हो जाती है, फैसला हम पे काबू पा लेता है। गौतम जी, ध्यान से, we are all free to the point of choice, but after we make our choices, the choice controls the chooser. We have no more choice after that. Now, how is life full of compromises? किसी ने बहुत अच्छी बात कही है, साहब, जिंदगी में ताश के पत्ते कैसे मिलते हैं इसका फैसला हम नहीं कर सकते, खेल कैसे खेलते हैं इसका फैसला जरूर कर सकते हैं। Now, what is success? Series of positive choices in life is called success, and series of negative choices in life is called failure, and that's it. अब कई बारी मेरे से लोग पूछते हैं कि जो लोग सफल होते हैं जिंदगी में, क्या वो गलतियां नहीं करते? और जो लोग असफल होते हैं, क्या वो अच्छे काम नहीं करते? तो मेरा जवाब एक ही है साहब, ये है कि जो लोग सफल होते हैं साहब, वो गलतियां जरूर करते हैं, लेकिन ध्यान दीजिएगा, गलती करना पाप नहीं है। गलती का एहसास होने के बाद उस गलती को दोहराते रहना पाप जरूर है साहब। एक बारी गलती करने से कोई इंसान असफल नहीं होता है, उसी गलती को दोहराते रहने के बाद ही सफल होता है। और कभी कभार कोई अच्छा काम करने से इंसान सफल नहीं हो जाता, उस अच्छे काम करने को दोहराते रहने के साथ ही सफल होता है। That's all success is all about. Now, coming to the next side. Number 2, how do we overcome this crisis? Folks, limit your exposure to news only twice a day, 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening, and that's it. Stop watching the news all day long. अब देखें, कई लोग ऐसे हैं, सुबह उठते हैं और पहला काम ये करते हैं साहब, they turn the TV on to check the score. Score क्या चेक कर रहे हैं? How many infected, how many died, how many infected, how many died, how many infected, how many died. यही स्कोर चेक करें, as if there's a cricket match going on between England and Australia. वो साहब 1.5 घंटा देखते रहेंगे वही how many infected, how many died. 1.5 घंटे देखने के बाद they change the channel to see the next channel to see how many infected, how many died, how many infected, how many died, as if the score is going to change. Then they go to the 3rd channel and the 4th channel. साहब सुबह से लेकर रात तक बैठ के खाली they keep watching how many infected, how many died, how many infected, and they watch the negativity. And रात को 12 घंटे के बाद कहता है I am depressed. अरे डिप्रेस नहीं होगे तो और क्या होगे भाई? सुबह से लेकर रात तक खाली यही देख रहे हो आप, how many infected, how many died. No wonder you are depressed and your immunity goes down and the chance of catching the virus are much higher. Stop your exposure to news only twice a day. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, and that's it. Now, step three. Folks, step 3 is convert your downtime to uptime. Convert your wasted time to productive time. साहब ध्यान दीजिएगा. Convert your wasted time to productive time. Nelson Mandela was in the jail for 27 years. 27 साल. तो साहब किसी ने नेल्सन मंडेला से पूछा, how did you survive 27 years in the jail? साहब उसका जवाब मंडेला का सुनने वाला है, बहुत ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Mandela said, I was not surviving 27 years. I was preparing 27 years. क्या बात है? कहता है, I was not surviving. I was preparing 27 years. What he really said, I will not let the crisis define me. I use the crisis to refine me. Now, folks, before this crisis came, in America, there was a survey conducted which said an average American watches 3 to 4 hours of television per day. साहब 3 से लेके 4 घंटे तक daily an American watches TV per day before the crisis. Now, this statistics is true all over the world. तो एक आदमी ने नया टेलीविजन खरीदा, उनके दोस्त आए उनको मिलने के लिए, तो नया टेलीविजन देखा, बहुत इंप्रेस्ड हुए, उनसे पूछा कि भैया ये टेलीविजन, what did the cost television cost you? कहता है $1,000. $1,000. He said, are you sure? He said, yes. कहता है कि भैया आपकी सालाना आमदन क्या है? What is your annual income? He said, I make $100,000 per year. And he says, have you ever calculated what is your hourly rate? What is your hourly rate? How much do you make per hour? तो कहता है कि I make $100,000 per year, and if I work 2,000 hours per year, my hourly rate comes to $50 an hour. And he said, how many hours do you watch TV per day? He said 3 hours. He says 3 hours multiplied with $50 comes to $150. And you watch TV 365 days a year. Do you know what this TV is costing you? This TV is costing you $55,000 per year. This TV is not cost you $1,000. This TV is costing you $55,000 per year. That is more than an EMI on a $500,000 home. Sab, don't get me wrong. We all like to watch TV. It is nice. It is relaxing. We watch a nice movie, watch a nice play. It's nice once in a while we do it. But watching 3 to 4 hours TV per day, what are you doing? You are wasting your life. That's it. So convert your wasted time to productive time. How do you convert it? मेरी जो नई किताब है, You Can Achieve More, उसमें मैंने I have given a survey that 85%, Ramesh ji, 85% of millionaires and billionaires today in the world are first generation. Only 15% are coming from inheritance. तो इनसे पूछा गया कि साहब आपने इतने छोटे टाइम में इतनी भारी फाइनेंशियल सक्सेस कैसे हासिल की? साहब इनका जवाब सुनने वाला है. They said, we read books. How many books and what kind of books? And the answer was, we read 50 books a year. 50 books a year means one book a week. One book a week. Now, these are multimillionaires and billionaires. They pull out time to read one book a week. Warren Buffett is an avid reader. Bill Gates is an avid reader. They read books. Now, they were asked, what kind of books do you read? And the answer was, we read only self-help books. We don't read fiction. Why? Fiction is fiction is fiction. But self-help books are so crucial. One good idea could be worth $1 million. One good idea is worth $1 million. साहब ऐसा है, look at this. These multimillionaires and billionaires read one book a week. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? There is a connection between learning and earning, and learning and earning, and learning and earning. Why are books important? Because they give a person wisdom of ages in a capsule form. And two, you see, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There is a drawn path to success. And three, you avoid expensive pitfalls. It prevents you from pitfalls. Now, you will find a good, serious reader. They never lend or borrow books. साहब देखेंगे आप, जो लोग सीरियस पढ़ने वाले हैं वो कभी अपनी किताब को ना लेंड करते ना बोरो करते. क्यों? कई बार मेरे पास लोग आते हैं, कहते हैं, मिस्टर खेरा, आई हैव अ ग्रेट बुक, आई कैन लेंड इट टू यू. तो मेरा जवाब उनको ये होता है, डोंट लेंड इट टू मी. गिव इट टू मी, गिफ्ट इट टू मी, सेल इट टू मी, बट डोंट लेंड इट टू मी. व्हाई? बिकॉज I won't give it back to you. Why? Because when I read a book, I always have a pen and pencil and a marker with me. I underline, I highlight, I make notes on the book. Why? Because I've learned one thing in my life. Reading a good book once is not good enough. Why? Because when you read a good book the second time, you don't find anything new in the book, but you find something new in yourself. सब ध्यान दीजिएगा, आपको जब दोबारा कोई अच्छी किताब पढ़ते हैं, किताब में कोई नई चीज नहीं होती है, लेकिन आपको अपने अंदर कोई नई चीज दिखने लगती है साहब. एंड दिस इज द कनेक्शन. लेकिन बहुत दुनिया ऐसी है ना, किताब पढ़ती है, वो कहते हैं साहब मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है किताब खरीदने के. जानते हैं, इन द लाइब्रेरी यू कैन गेट एवरी बुक फॉर फ्री. Every book is available for free. And they say, I don't have the time. Hey, look at this. Nobody has the time. But multimillionaires, they make the time to read one book. Why? Because there is a connection between learning and earning, and learning and earning, and learning and earning. Okay, that is 3. Number 4, step 4. How do we overcome the crisis? साहब कई बारी मेरे को फोन आती है, people think I have the answers, which I don't. But people tell me, Mr. Khera, I'm bored. What do I do? I'm bored. And I'm feeling depressed. What do I do? तो मेरा जवाब साहब यही है. I didn't say it to them, but this is what I'm sharing with you. साहब मैंने एक चीज सीखी है जिंदगी में. Only boring people in life are bored. दोबारा से रिपीट करता हूं. Only boring people in life are bored. That's all. Now, they say, I want to get rid of depression. I'm feeling depressed. How do you get rid of depression? साहब एक दुनिया में सबसे माने जाने एक psychiatrist was a man by the name of Dr. Carl Menninger. Meninger Clinic is world famous in US. तो किसी ने डॉक्टर मेनिंजर से पूछा कि डॉक्टर मेनिंजर, अगर आपको मालूम हो कि आपका कोई पेशेंट आ रहा है एंड उसको एक डिप्रेशन का अटैक आने वाला है, आप उसको क्या ट्रीटमेंट प्रिस्क्राइब कीजिएगा? तो वो सोच रहे थे कि हो सकता है एक नुस्खा लिखे दवाइयों का, बट डॉक्टर मेनिंजर ने कहा कि साहब, अगर मुझे मालूम हो कि मेरे एक पेशेंट को अटैक आने वाला है डिप्रेशन का, तो मैं उनको कहूंगा कि भैया घर चले जाओ और अपने आप को घर से बाहर लॉक कर लो और गो टू द अदर साइड ऑफ टाउन, फाइंड समबडी हु इज इन ट्रबल. देखो कोई दुखिया बैठा है वहां पर, फाइंड समबडी हु इज इन ट्रबल, गो हेल्प देम एंड योर डिप्रेशन विल गो अवे. This is a world famous psychiatrist giving treatment for depression. Find somebody who is in trouble, help them, and your depression will go away. वो कहते हैं साहब, गरीब आदमी को डिप्रेशन ही नहीं होता है. जानते हैं क्यों? They are so busy earning a living, they have no time to get depressed. Depression is the disease of the rich. आप देखें, हम लोग बहुत काम करते हैं रोटरी के साथ, लायंस के साथ एंड राउंड टेबल के साथ, एंड वी डू फंड रेजिंग फॉर देम आल्सो थ्रू आवर प्रोग्राम्स. मैंने देखा है साहब, रोटेरियंस, राउंड टेबलर्स, एवरी डे दे आर बिजी डूइंग आई कैंप, ब्लड कैंप, आई कैंप, ब्लड कैंप, पोलियो वैक्सीन, कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हैं साहब. उनके पास टाइम ही नहीं है साहब. आई हैव नॉट सीन एनी ऑफ दीज पीपल डिप्रेस्ड. Folks, this is the crucial part. And this is one thing I also say, that having met many people from the Jito Jain community is also committed to serving society, which is great. And I feel proud to be part of it here today. Number five, how do we overcome the crisis? Folks, मेरी एक बहुत बड़ी अपनी जिंदगी में तजुर्बा है कि हम लोग की सबसे बड़ी पूंजी बैंक बैलेंस नहीं है साहब. रिपीट करता हूं, our biggest asset is not our bank balance. Our biggest asset in life is our relationship balance. दोबारा से रिपीट करता हूं, our biggest asset is not our bank balance. Our biggest asset is in life is our relationship balance. जानते हैं गौतम जी, आप देखें, जिस इंसान के अच्छे रिश्ते होते हैं, what they can achieve with one phone call, you cannot achieve with $1 million. ठीक बात है?
Yes.
I repeat, people who have good relationships in life, what they can achieve with one phone call, you cannot achieve with $1 million. Remember, our greatest asset in life is not our bank balance. It is our relationship balance and our personal relationships. आप देखें, who are the most important people in our lives? Our families. And God forbid if any one of us would be in the hospital, how many people will be there? Maybe 1 or 2 or 3, and that's it. And those are the 3 most neglected people too. We take them for granted. Now, coming back to building relationships. I received a phone call from a person. मैंने इनसे 10 साल में बात नहीं की थी, तो अचानक मुझे फोन आई, मिस्टर खेरा, we had connected 10 साल पहले, we had connected with each other, but somewhere we got disconnected. I apologize, I did not call you before. I'm just calling to reconnect with you, and that's all. साहब जब उसने फोन रखा मुझे वहां पे, I had a lot of respect for him. I said, this guy beat me to a phone call. He taught me a lesson. Immediately, I pulled up my telephone directory and I looked at the people who I have a lot of respect for, but I had not spoken to those people in the last 3, 4, 5 years. And guess what I did? I did exactly the same thing. I said, sir, We had spoken about 4 years ago. I have a lot of respect for you, but somewhere we disconnected. I apologize. I'm just calling to reconnect. And that's it. Folks, your biggest asset in life is our relationships. Now, लेकिन कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं, वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ज्वाइन करते हैं, रोटरीज है, राउंड टेबल है, BNI है, और मे बी इवन द कम्युनिटी ग्रुप्स लाइक द जीतो ग्रुप. यू नो, उनका एक मकसद होता है कि साहब कांटेक्ट बनाओ, कांटेक्ट बनाओ, कांटेक्ट बनाओ. क्या पता कभी कभी काम पे पड़ जाए, क्या कभी काम लग जाए साहब, कभी इसके साथ काम पड़ जाए. अरे पैसे वाला है, ओहदे पे है, कनेक्शन बनाइए, कनेक्शन बनाइए, कनेक्शन बनाइए. साहब ऐसे लोग जो खाली आपको खोजते हैं कनेक्शन बनाने के लिए, ये लूथ होते हैं साहब. स्टे अवे फ्रॉम देम. ये स्वार्थी लोग होते हैं, खाली लेना सीखे हैं, लेना सीखे हैं. इनको मालूम नहीं है रिश्ते क्या होते हैं. रिश्तों में पहले देना सीखो, तब कुछ आगे मिलता है आपको जिंदगी में. सब इंटरेस्टिंगली, मैं सिंगापुर में, हमारा ऑफिस है, मैं एक प्रोग्राम करके आया वहां से, तो मेरे को एक सज्जन लॉबी में मिले, तो मेरे को पूछते हैं, यू केम फ्रॉम डिनर? आई सेड यस. तो मेरे को पूछता है, क्या आप आज कुछ लोगों को मिले जो आपके काम आ सकते हैं? साहब मेरा दिमाग इतना चटक गया, आई फेल्ट लाइक गिविंग अ पीस ऑफ माई माइंड टू हिम. मेरे दिमाग में आया कि ऐसे लोग ऐसे स्वार्थी हैं कि दे ओनली थिंक ऑफ टू मीट पीपल हु कैन बी यूजफुल टू मी. साहब देखिए, 3 किस्म की दोस्ती होती है. एक होती है जिसको कहते हैं दोस्ती ऑफ कन्वीनियंस. इट इज कन्वीनियंट टू बी टुगेदर, वी स्टे टुगेदर. कन्वीनियंस गोज, फ्रेंडशिप गोज ऑल्सो. और दूसरी दोस्ती होती है कि साहब बना के रखो, काम का आदमी है, क्या पता जरूरत पड़ जाए. साहब क्या पता जरूरत पड़ जाए, काम का आदमी है. नाउ he could be useful. Usefulness goes, friendship also goes. Friendship also goes. And the third kind of friendship is built on what? On mutual respect. ध्यान दीजिएगा साहब, the lafaz is mutual respect. क्या मतलब होता है साहब? देखिए, what is mutual respect? Supposing I have a friend for 20 years, and God forbid he runs into a problem tonight. Who is the most natural person he's coming for help to? The friend of 20 years. He's not going to make new friends tonight. Now, is it my duty to help? Answer is yes. And if I don't help him, am I behaving like a friend? Answer is no. If I help him, am I doing any obligation? No, I'm not. It is my duty to help. याद रखिएगा साहब, जिंदगी में जब लोग रिश्ते सिर्फ एक ही वजह से बनाते हैं कि कभी कोई काम पड़ जाएगा, काम का आदमी अब बना के रखो, काम खत्म हुआ, रिश्ते खत्म हो गए. याद रखिए, helping each other is never the purpose of friendship. It is always a duty in friendship, but it is always incidental to friendship. It is always incidental to friendship. So keep in mind, to build relationships, we need to learn to give in life. And that is the only way to build relationships. And coming back is automatic. Okay. Folks, our relationship is our support group in life. They are support group. Even Harvard University did a study on this. People who have strong relationships in life, they live longer and happier. They live longer and they're happier. Okay. Step 6. Step 6. So to overcome this crisis, we must become a proactive person. We must become a proactive person. तब हम लोग जब 3 या 4 दिन का लीडरशिप प्रोग्राम करते हैं, कई बार हम लोग लोगों से पूछते हैं, आर यू अ गुड पर्सन? So you take them by surprise. And sometimes they say, yes, I'm good. But then you ask them, what makes you good? They say, well, because I don't do bad, so I'm good. Or I don't steal, I don't tell lies, I don't cheat, so I'm good. So our answer to them is, that is not correct answer. Folks, just because I don't do bad does not make a person good. If I don't steal, it only means I'm not a thief, but that does not make me good. And if I don't cheat, it only means I'm not a cheat, but that does not make a person good. And if I don't steal, it only means I'm not a thief, but that does not make a person good. Remember one thing, folks. Go ask a medical doctor. Absence of ill health does not mean good health. I repeat, absence of ill health does not mean good health. साहब अगर आप बीमार नहीं हैं, इसका यह मतलब नहीं है कि आप सेहतमंद हैं. A person becomes good when they proactively do good. Proactively do good. मैं ये बात क्यों कह रहा हूं साहब? वो इस वजह से कि आई एम श्योर जितने भी यहां पर सुनने वाले हैं अभी, they are all leaders. They are all leaders. We lead our family, we lead our organization, we lead our society. They are all leaders. और मैंने एक चीज देखी है साहब, एक अच्छा लीडर जिंदगी में हमेशा they take a stand for something. I repeat, a good leader always takes a stand for something in life. Now, if you stand for something, you always stand against something also. अरे भाई, अगर आप सच्चाई और ईमानदारी के लिए खड़े हो रहे हो तो इसका मतलब ये है आप बेईमानी और धोखेबाजी के खिलाफ खड़े हो रहे हो. A good leader is never neutral. And if you are neutral, you are a politician. सब ध्यान दीजिएगा. If you are neutral, you are a politician, you are not a good leader. A good leader always takes a stand for something and takes a stand against something. Now, why am I sharing this with you? For one reason. Because I have no compassion for the enemies of humanity. सब जो इंसानियत के दुश्मन हैं, मेरे अंदर उनके लिए कोई सहानुभूति नहीं है साहब. मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं ये? I have seen videos from New York, from Europe, from India. I have seen people beating up the doctors, throwing stones at the doctors. They are ill-treating the nurses. They are manhandling the security personnel, the cops, and they are spitting at the doctors. They are spitting at the vegetables. They are spitting on the fruits. They are spitting on the home delivery pizzas. अरे भाई, जिसको मालूम है, you have the virus, but you are spitting on the food to make sure this guy also catches it. This is sadistic behavior. I call them enemies of humanity. I have no compassion for them. Now, why am I sharing this with you? मैं एक प्रोग्राम कर रहा था, तकरीबन 6-7 हजार लोग थे वहां पे. मैंने जैसे प्रोग्राम खत्म किया तो एक सज्जन उठ के आए और मेरे से पूछते हैं कि मिस्टर खेरा, क्या आप गांधीयन हो? आर यू अ गांधीयन? तो रमेश जी, मैंने एक चीज सीखी है जिंदगी में, कोई आपसे सवाल करता है तो जवाब एकदम मत दिया कीजिए उसको. क्यों? फर्स्ट क्लैरिफाई द क्वेश्चन. क्योंकि कई बारी क्वेश्चन के पीछे और क्वेश्चन 10 छुपे होते हैं. और कई बारी मैंने यह भी देखा है कि द बेस्ट आंसर टू अ क्वेश्चन इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. तो मैंने उनसे पूछा वापस कि भैया ये तो बताओ, हु इज अ गांधीयन? what are the criteria of being a Gandhian? Who do you call a Gandhian? अरे गांधीयन होता कौन है भैया, ये तो बता दो हमारे को. What are the criteria of being a Gandhian? तो मेरे को कहता है, Gandhi stood on 3 principles in life. 3 principles. वो 3 principles क्या थे? एक, that Gandhi believed that with love you can win everybody in this world. साहब प्यार से आप दुनिया को जीत सकते हो. With love, Gandhi believed that with love you can win everybody. Number 2, second principle. Gandhi believed in tolerance. सहनशील होना चाहिए. And third principle of being a Gandhian is Gandhi believed in non-violence. Non-violence. तब फिर मेरे को 3 गिना के कहता है, पूछता है, मिस्टर खेरा, are you a Gandhian? So I don't know what came to my mind at that time. तो मैंने उनको बोला कि भैया ऐसा है, हम लोग की जो कल्चर है, हमारी कल्चर में there are some epics like the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, जिनको हम बहुत ऊंचा मानते हैं. They are sacred to us. मैंने पढ़ी नहीं ऐसा, लेकिन मैंने सुनी जरूर है बहुत कुछ. तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि भैया एक बात बताओ, was Ram a Gandhian? रमेश जी देखिए, मैंने उनसे पूछा was Ram a Gandhian? Let us look at the 3 principles of being a Gandhian. 1, आपने कहा है with love you can win everybody in this world. Was Ram able to win everybody with love? Answer is no, he was not. 2, you said tolerance is the second principle of being a Gandhian. Did Ram say, I'm very tolerant of kidnappers? You took my wife away. Don't worry about it. I'll get a second one. You'll take the second one, I'll get a third one. You'll take a third one, I'll get a fourth one. Did he say that? He said, no. Ram said, I will not tolerate kidnappers. And 3, you said non-violence. What did Ram do? Ram had to pull out his weapon and destroy the evil. Now, even for self-defense, it was violence. तो मैंने कहा साहब इसका मतलब ये है that Ram was not a Gandhian. Ram was not a Gandhian. Then why go that far? Our own history. The 10 Sikh Gurus. The 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib. Look at the 3 principles. When the Mughals were oppressing and converting forcibly people here, was Guru Gobind Singh Sahib able to win with love? Answer is no. Did he say I'm very tolerant of terrorists and oppressions here? He said no. And third, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib had to pull out the weapon to fight. तो साहब मेरा सिर्फ एक ही कंटेंशन है कि fighting up and standing up for respect and dignity to protect the honest and people, if we don't do it, that is not called tolerance, that is called cowardice. If we do not protect the respect and dignity of our families and good people, that is called cowardice, that is not called tolerance. And उन्होंने मेरे से पूछा, मैंने कहा साहब 10,000 आदमी के साथ कह रहा हूं, सामने कह रहा हूं, I am not a Gandhian. I am not a Gandhian. वजह क्या है? Ram stood for good. He stood against evil. He was not neutral. Ramesh, he was not neutral. If you stand for good, you have to stand against evil. How can you be neutral? Then you are a politician, you are not a leader. Okay. Now, next. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7 is, साहब ध्यान दीजिएगा, faith. Faith is good in life. Faith is good.
faith gives strength to us. But blind faith leading to superstition weakens people. दोबारा से शेयर करता हूं. Faith gives strength, but blind faith leading to superstition weakens people in life. क्या मतलब ऐसा? One of the biggest damage done to India has been done by our media, our print media, our electronic media. Anytime you open up the television, what do you see? All you see is there's a guy with a saffron or white clothes and with a few tilaks here, and he's talking about horoscope. Horoscope. नाम बोलो, कहां से बोल रहे हो बोलो, जन्म तिथि बोलो, टाइम बोलो. हो गुरुजी पता नहीं, don't worry. And he says tick 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 tick. पत्नी दोष, पुत्री दोष, पत्नी दोष, फलाना दोष, ये दोष, फलाना दोष, एंड ये चढ़ा हुआ, वो चढ़ा हुआ, मंगलिक, एंड ओ शनि चढ़ गया. Now look at this. वो शनि चढ़ गया तो शनि चढ़ने उतारने का उपाय बोले बताता हूं. एक काला रुमाल लीजिए, उसमें काली दाल डालिए, उसमें एक काजल लगाइए, काला काजल लगाइए, काले बाल वाला खोजो, खोपड़ी में घुमाओ, काला कुत्ता खोजो, काला बर्तन खोजो, एंड पीपल आर डूइंग ऑल दिस स्टफ. अरे भैया एक बात बताओ, शनि को उतारना चढ़ाना इतना आसान है तो भेजो शनि को पाकिस्तान, सारे टेररिस्ट को भस्म करवा दो, काम खत्म कराओ. Why can't you do it? What a joke. हजारों की तादाद में वहां पे उनके पांव पकड़ रहे हैं जिसको जेल में होना चाहिए. स्वामी जी क्या करूं. कहता है प्रीत करो. एक प्रीत बेच रहा है, हनी बेच रहा है, दूसरा हनी प्रीत मिक्स करके बेच रहा है. जो मर्जी बेचो सब. ये बात मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं, बहुत जरूरी बात है ये. एंड आई विल शेयर विद यू डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ऑन दिस. If you read the life histories of Swami Vivekananda, Swami Dayanand, Guru Nanak, they fought against these things. They fought against it. The entire thing by Guru Nanak was against superstition. Now, I share with you, आपने देखा होगा टेलीविजन पे बाबा बैठे हैं, वहां पर लोग पांव पकड़ रहे हैं उसके, और हजारों की भीड़ लगी हुई है. अब बाबा जी पूछ रहे हैं जलेबी खाई थी, नहीं खाई थी, यही प्रॉब्लम. एंड दे पे मनी फॉर दिस. I share this for one reason, very important. There was an article that came out in India today, and I will strongly recommend that all viewers listening to me today pull out that article. It is an eye-opener in India today on astrology. And he said, because of blind faith, superstition, are you aware that natural childbirth in India has gone down by 80%? And he especially quoted South India, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Madras. Are you aware that 80% of childbirths in South India is done through C-section operation? 80%. You know why? Because some astrologers said, this is the time, good omen, to pull out the kid and get it out. This is good omen. सब आप सिख हिस्ट्री पढ़ें, सिख परिवारों में कोई मंगलिक नहीं होता, कोई शुभ मुहूर्त नहीं होता, कोई पत्री नहीं मिलाते. Every wedding is done on a Sunday. If Sunday doesn't sit right, they do it on a Saturday. Saturday doesn't sit right, they do it on a Friday. मैं ये बात आपसे क्यों कर रहा हूं? इस वजह से कि जिंदगी में ऐसा कोई इंसान नहीं है जिसकी जिंदगी में उतराव चढ़ाव नहीं आया. We all have had ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. But देखिए, when we have downs in life, when we have a down in life, people analyze the situation and they see if the same situation came again, will I behave the same way or will I behave differently? And they analyze, take responsibility, and they learn from it. And next time they don't do the same thing again. But people who do not accept responsibility, you know what they say when things get messed up? They say, it is not my fault, it is my stars. My stars are not favoring me. And they never learn from any mishap in life. And they keep repeating the same mistake again and again and again and again. मैंने अभी एक वेबिनार किया पीछे, तो मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन आया फ्रॉम द ऑडियंस कि मिस्टर खेरा एक बात बताइए, एक इंसान मंदिर में दर्शन करने जाता है, 12 घंटे बाहर खड़ा रहता है, 12 घंटे लाइन में खड़ा है, तो मेरे से पूछता है, सर इज इट फेथ और ब्लाइंड फेथ? इज इट फेथ और ब्लाइंड फेथ? तो साहब मेरा एक ही जवाब है, वो ये है, आई बिलीव इन गॉड, आई प्रे एवरी डे, I don't leave my house without my prayers, but I have not been to a temple in 40 years. I don't go there. Now, I personally feel very strongly that 90% of people who are temple goers, they go there more out of fear than out of faith. सब ये लोग बाबा साधु जो बैठे हुए हैं डराते हैं आपको, अरे ये नहीं करोगे ये हो जाएगा, ये नहीं करोगे ये हो जाएगा, ये नहीं करोगे ये हो जाएगा. They use fear motivation to extract money out of you. And that's it. But look at the life histories of Swami Vivekananda, Swami Dayanand, Guru Nanak. They never believed in all these things. Look at their strength. So मेरा सिर्फ यही कहना है कि साहब ब्लाइंड फेथ सुपरस्टिशन से दूर रहिए, ये इंसान को कमजोर बनाता है. दैट्स ऑल. एंड लास्टली folks, this is time to give back. This is time to give back. मैंने देखा टेलीविजन पे बहुत से अच्छे लोग हैं. In every community, every country, there are some very good people all over who have come forward with money, with food, with time, and they're helping people all over. That is true. But there is one community as a community who has been honored by the government of Canada, by the government of United States, by the government of UK, by the government of Australia, by the government of New Zealand. They have been honored. This one community has been honored for humanitarian service by all these governments. And which is that community? That community is the Sikh community. Sikh community. They've been honored all over the world. You know why? Because their concept of langar in the Gurdwara, feeding the poor and the privileged, has been going on for donkey's years. And even before this crisis, they were feeding hundreds and thousands of people. Today they're feeding millions of people. And the world has recognized the philosophy, Sikh philosophy. What is that philosophy? They're caring people. They are caring people. They're sharing people. And 3, they're daring people. 3 things. They're caring people, they're sharing people, and they're daring people. They care, they share, and they have the guts and courage to fight against oppression. They're daring people also. We need to learn from the Sikh community. I wish in India, if we had adopted the philosophy of the Guru Granth Sahib in India, instead of our own constitution, probably India would have seen a totally different world today. We would have been a different world. Folks, this is time to give. We have a local Gurdwara here. Whatever contribution we can make, we do contribution here at our local Gurdwara here. But there was a man by the name of Lafayette in France. Once a major drought took place in France, and people were starving. And Lafayette, he had warehouses full of grains. And his advisors came to him and said, Mr. Lafayette, your warehouses are full with grains and they are starving. And they will sell anything to get food today. They will sell anything to get food today. This is time to multiply your money. This is time to multiply your money. And Lafayette said, you don't understand. There were good times, they were laughing, we were laughing. There were good times, they were making money, we were making money. He said, these are not good times. This is not time to make 10x and 100x. This is the time to open up the warehouses and give it free. Give it free. सब ऐसे ही लोग जो होते हैं जिंदगी में, they are the ones who bring your faith into humanity again and again and again. Good people like that. Time to give. Now, मैं ये बात आपसे क्यों शेयर कर रहा हूं? बहुत जरूरी है साहब। वो ये है कि मैंने जिंदगी में एक चीज सीखी है, that money in good hands always does good, and money in evil hands always does evil. Gautam, money in good hands always does good, and money in evil hands always does evil. Now, why am I sharing with you? ये ध्यान से सुनिएगा गौतम, ये I was doing a program for very high net worth people. एक होता है HNI, एक होता है VHNI. High net worth is high net worth, but very high net worth I define as people whose net worth is in excess of $250 million. That's high, very high net worth. गौतम ध्यान से सुनिए, ये बहुत जरूरी है. तो I finished a program for such people there. And one person came up from the group and asked me, Mr. Khera, tell me, when a person has $1 billion, अरे भाई $1 billion उसके पास already है, why does he keep working more and more and more to make more and more and more billion? He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. But why does he keep working to make more and more and more and more? तो साहब मेरा जवाब ये था उनको, वो ये था, रमेश जी, तो मैंने कहा साहब दो किस्म के लोग होते हैं जिंदगी में. One who is a billionaire who keeps making more and more and more to keep a score, and they are suffering from inferiority complex. हीन भावना से भरे हुए हैं सब. वो comparison करते हैं. How come they have this, I don't have it? How come they have this, I don't have it? How come they have this, I don't have it? And he has 50 million, I must make 100 million. He has 100 million, I must make 200 million. He's got 200, I must make 300 million. Because if I have less than them, I am inferior. They keep a score. To hide their inferiority, they are looking to make more than this guy. And they sit on their money like a snake and do nothing for society. They are rascals. Now, there is one breed of people. But there is a second breed of billionaires who have billion, but they want to make more. You know why? They feel the more I have, the more I can give. The more I have, the more I can give. And the more I have, the more I can give. Look at people like Warren Buffett. His net worth is $40 billion. He gave $39 billion to charity. Bill Gates got $33 billion, gave $32 billion to charity. Azim Premji gave $7 billion into charity in the last 6 months. And Tata companies, are you aware that 66% of their profit goes into charity? 66%. साहब, वॉरेन बफेट ने एक बहुत अच्छी बात कही थी. कहा था कि a donkey is a donkey is a donkey will remain a donkey. Now, if he has $1 billion, he's still a donkey with $1 billion. That's all. साहब, ऐसा है. I learned one thing, as I said. Money in good hands always does good, and money in evil hands always does evil. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because I feel very strongly, Gautam, I feel very strongly that it is the moral obligation of every good human being to be a multimillionaire and a billionaire. I repeat, it is the moral obligation of every good person to be a multimillionaire and a billionaire. Why? Because I learned one thing. Money in good hands always does good. Money in evil hands always does evil. Now, with those words, I just want to close. I didn't realize I've gone way over time, but all I can say is I'm grateful to all of you and thank you for inviting me. And what you people have given me probably is a lot more than I have given you. साहब, जो आपने मुझे दिया है अनमोल है. What you have given me is priceless. And you know what it is? You have given me your time. And I learned one thing in my life, that time is much more precious than money. Yes, no. Time is much more precious than money. Yes, no. True? Yes, no. Yes? Ramesh ji, yes? Haath khada kijiye.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And why did you give me your time? Because you trusted me, sir, that I would not waste your time. And I learned one thing in my life, that trust in many ways is a much greater compliment in life than love. Because there are people in our life that we do love, but we cannot trust. So इन्हीं लफ्ज़ों के साथ मैं आप लोगों का बहुत धन्यवाद कहता हूँ. I'm grateful to each one of you. And I would certainly, the people who are on the panelist, Ramesh ji यहाँ पे हैं और 2-3 लोग हैं, तो मैं I would certainly like to remain in touch. आप मेरा नंबर गौतम जी से ले लीजिएगा. आपका नंबर इजाजत हो तो मुझे ये शेयर कर लेंगे. So we would like to remain in touch. And with those words, I will hand over the floor back to Mr. Oswal. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful to all of you. Wish you all good health and families to good health.
Thank you so much, sir. It was so enlightened. Every time we listen to you, there's something different. For all the viewers, I would like to tell you that we had Indian Drug Manufacturing Association. We were celebrating 100 years. And there were only 2 guests. One was Amitabh Bachchan and second was none other than Shiv Khera. So that is the kind of credential Shiv Khera ji has. Shiv Khera ji was in our TiCon. We had a 20 speaker. And one of the best speech we had in the standing ovation was to Shiv Khera ji. And Shiv Khera ji, मैं आपको बताऊं, हम जैन लोग हैं ना, इम्प्लीमेंट बहुत जल्दी करते हैं. आपने नेटवर्किंग का बताया, मैंने आपसे सीखा और आप सबसे पैसा चार्ज करते हैं. हमने आपको बिना पैसे पे यहाँ पे लाया. देखिए, friends, I tell you, we should be thankful to him. After a TiCon, they had a program in Bangalore where he was charging 50 to 75,000 for 3 days, and he charged good amount for webinar, but he says for Jains and Jito and for our friendship, we will not charge you anything. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much. Shiv Khera ji, he always done something different. And I tell you, friend, one of the best gift what he gave it to me Can you see this? And there's nothing new in this name, but he have written, you can win, not Shiv Khera. And then when you ship everything, there's inside also Shiv Khera. So can you believe when I take morning tea, at least 10 times Shiv Khera tells me you can win. And that's the best inspiration I get in the morning after the God. So thank you so much, sir. And I wish this kind of gift to give it to all the GTO members whenever they meet you. And the kind of thought you gave, it was mind-blowing about stress and all those things. But one thing I would like to ask you, sir, you always say there has to be fire in the belly. See, here we have people, $1 billion, $1 million, we have working class people, we have students, but there's a very few people in belly. I know that I should have a fire in my belly, but how do we ignite it? Can you just put a light on this?
देखिए साहब, एक मैं आपसे I'll share with you a story. About 2000 years ago, a young man asked Socrates, what is the secret to success? साहब सफलता का राज क्या है? तो Socrates ने बोला इसको, I told the youth, meet me tomorrow near the river, I'll tell you what it is. And they met. And Socrates asked this young kid to walk towards the water, and they did. Till the water came to the neck. And by surprise, Gautam, by surprise, Socrates caught hold of this kid by the head and his hair and ducked this kid into the water. The kid wanted to get out, but Socrates kept him there till the kid started turning blue. And then Socrates pulled him out. And the first thing the kid did was, he took a deep breath. And Socrates asked him, son, when you were underwater, what did you want the most? He said, air. And Socrates said, son, there is no secret to success. When you want success as badly as you wanted air underwater, you'll have it. Nobody will be able to stop you that day. And this is called the burning desire, not desire. This is called the burning desire. And in the business community, we call it the fire in the belly. In the sports community, we call it the killer instinct, the killer instinct. And this is the crucial part. We have to go all the way. देखिए साहब, यही फर्क होता है. कई लोग मेरे से बात करते हैं कि साहब हम लोग बहुत अच्छी सेल्फ हेल्प किताबें पढ़ते हैं. मैं सफल होना चाहता हूं, मेरी बहुत इच्छा है सफल होने की, लेकिन सफल हो नहीं पा रहा हूं. तो मेरा उनसे सिर्फ एक ही कहना है कि साहब आपकी इच्छा है, यही समस्या है. गौतम, आपकी इच्छा है, यही समस्या है. जानते हो क्यों? आपकी इच्छा है लेकिन आपका इरादा नहीं है. इच्छा और इरादे में बहुत फर्क होता है.
Yes.
याद रखिएगा, इच्छा का सौदा हो सकता है, इरादे का सौदा नहीं होता. और जिंदगी में जब भी दबाव पड़ता है, इच्छा हमेशा कमजोर पड़ जाती है, इरादा और मजबूत हो जाता है. तो साहब याद रखिएगा, anybody who's done anything in life, we all have faced ups and downs in life, but they don't quit, they don't pack up. And that is the difference, what the fire in the belly is all about.
Thank you. I would say, before the second question, I would like to recognize Anil Jain, Secretary General, who is with us, Uttam Jain from Neon, and our Treasurer, Lalit Jain, our CEO. We have Rajesh Chauradia ji, and Shiv Khera ji. Today we have around 5 to 6 countries. We have architect Sachin from Oman, Nitin from Brisbane, Atul Shah from Tanzania, Ashok from China, Padamji and Punamji from Bangkok, Harsh from Australia. We have Kamlesh Ajodia ji, Sukraji, Chairman of Guntur, and a lot of, I could not take, but I could take a few names. Thank you all for being part with us. And second question we have from Ranjit ji Jain from Chennai.
Thank you, sir. Grateful to all of you. Grateful.
Ranjit bhai?
Yeah, Shiv Khera ji, pranam.
Pranam bhaiya.
I had the opportunity to pick you up from the airport on one of the JITO meets at Chennai, and I still remember your modesty in a public of 500 plus people. you called my name and you gifted me with the coffee mug, personally autographed by you. I shall still cherish that as a treasure.
I'm honored.
Well,
Sir.
that is on a personal note. And now my question to you is,
Okay.
of late, we see a lot of compromises on ethical values,
Right.
morals. And this is becoming a very big obstacle for people, good people, to do business with dignity. Now, either they also compromise and flow, or they stay away and they, they are out of the crowd. So what do you suggest? Like, how do such people, how do they abstain from going into this flow?
मेरा सिर्फ यही कहना है कि तकरीबन ज्यादातर व्यापारी वर्ग यहाँ पे लोग हैं सुनने वाले। आप देखें कि आज की तारीख में भी जब लोग कहते हैं कि there is a lot of compromise on ethical values,
Next, we are taking you.
and invariably you find that it is very difficult to find good people to work today. And लोग कहते हैं competition बहुत है, बाहर बहुत competition है. How do we compete? तो मैं एक program कर रहा था. It was a very mixed group. There were doctors, engineers, attorneys, accountants, carpenters, plumbers, electricians. That's a very mixed group. So as I came in, I said, never in the history of mankind has it been so easy to succeed in life the way it is today. Regardless of your profession, we have no competition. रमेश जी ध्यान से सुनिएगा, आप तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करते हैं बहुत बड़ी. Regardless of your profession, we have no competition. जब मैंने अपने आप को दोहराया वहां पे, तो एक आदमी खड़े हो गए और बोले कि साहब बताइए, how come we have no competition? तो साहब मैंने उनसे एक सवाल पूछा, जो मैं आप सबसे यही सवाल पूछने जा रहा हूं, वो ये है, how many people do you know right now walking off the street who are willing to do a little bit more than what they get paid for? I repeat, how many people do you know right now walking off the street who are willing to do a little bit more than what they get paid for? How many? Answer is hardly any. Most people don't even want to do what they get paid for. There's a second big category of people who only want to do what they can get by with. And there's a very small fraction of people who are willing to do a little bit more than what they get paid for. And I asked him, if you fall into that category, I don't care what your profession is, tell me where's the competition? We have no competition. We become the competition. Go check it out. You can't even find a good accountant today. You can't even find a good attorney today. You can't even find a good carpenter. You can't find a good plumber. You can't find a good anything. Question is, are you willing to do a little bit more than what you get paid for? Now, if you go back, Ranjit ji, if you go back and look at the life histories of people who have succeeded in life and then they sustained success, ध्यान दीजिएगा, success is one thing, sustaining success is another. You look at the life histories of those who have succeeded, then sustained success, and then built goodwill. They all have lived by one principle in life, and that principle is, I shall always give more than what I get to my family. I shall always give more than what I get to my organization. I shall always give more than what I get to my customer, and I shall always give more than what I get to my society and my country. Now, if we live by this one little principle, sir, you tell me, where's our competition? We have no competition. We become the competition. Now, you are right. The ethics and values have changed drastically. You're right. But yaad rakhiye, aap vyapari hain. When you are looking for a supplier, don't you look for an honest supplier? Don't you look for a person who is ethical? जानते हैं चोर बदमाश लीडर भी होता है, वो अपने follower को he expects them to be honest to him. Even the crooks are looking for honest people to support them, because if a crook is supported by a crook, वो सब उसको धोखा दे जाएगा. तो ऐसा टाइम जिंदगी में कभी आया नहीं है
It is so easy to succeed in life the way it is today. And I talk out of humility with gratitude with folded hands. मैं एक बार यही कहूंगा कि साहब, why do our clients hire us? हमारे clients हमारे को क्यों hire करते हैं? Not because we are the smartest people. There are many more qualified people than us. You know my qualification. I'm a BCom 3rd division, failed in my 10th. Our clients hire us only for one reason. Because our commitment to them is never 100%. It is always 200%. Tell me, where's the competition? And I'm grateful to God. Ranjitji, in the last 35 years, when we do public programs, we do make outbound calls. But in the last 35 years, sir, for corporate business, aaj tak, we have not made one outbound call to solicit corporate business. It has always come inbound. And I'm grateful to God. You know something? This is the time that people who are clean and honest, you have no competition. You have no competition, sir. This is the time to make money. And you will find that people who do well in life, they don't look for money. They don't chase money. If you're chasing money, you're doing the wrong things. People who are looking to go up in life, they solve problems. They're solution-focused people. And the more problem you find and the more solution you provide, money is a reward you get automatically. That's an automatic. We all get paid to solve problems. That's all. Everybody. Somebody has a problem, you solve it, you get paid. All right, I'll leave it at that one.
Thank you so much. And I think we should learn from you that you don't go to the client. We keep going to client and we don't get a client. I think this is a kind of credential one need to build. We have a next Lilesh. He's a youth chairman from Vijayawada.
He's what?
A youth chairman from Vijayawada.
Okay.
Jito youth chairman. Yeah, Lilesh. Yes, please. Please unmute Lilesh. Laliji.
Let this be the last one and then.
Hello.
Yeah, we will take.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Two qualities which will keep you running, which keeps you motivating for the youth today. Hello.
Two qualities.
Two qualities which keeps you going, because after a certain point of time, you try to deviate from the path that you are focused on, or on any focus or goal that you have, you just keep on deviating in the youth this time, let's say 25 to 35. So two qualities that you suggest that should be followed religiously, or we should follow as a youth.
Nilesh,
Yes.
to answer your question, sir, I'm going to share with you two things. Tell me, who was the greatest legend in martial art?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Now, Bruce Lee का तो नाम आपने सुना हुआ है. But are you aware that Bruce Lee's one leg was shorter than the other by 1 inch? क्या आपको मालूम था?
No.
Sab, 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm can dislodge a person. But this guy had one leg shorter than the other by 1 inch. And then Bruce Lee's eyesight was -10. He could not see his opponent without lenses. And Bruce Lee used to practice 5,000 punches per day. And Bruce Lee said, which I have quoted him in my new book, You Can Achieve More. नई किताब जो मेरी निकली है, I quoted him. Bruce Lee said, I am not afraid of a person who knows 10,000 ways how to kick. I am afraid of a person who knows only one way, but he practices one way 10,000 times. That is the scary part. Now, you tell me one thing. He could have lost persistence. He could have lost heart. He could have lost enthusiasm, and he could have lost focus. Now, आप एक बात बताइए, a person who has a setback, 1 inch short and eyesight -10 is a setback. How did he overcome? Mental toughness. Now, how did he build mental toughness? Was he the only one exceptional? Answer is no. आप मेरे को कोई भी, give me any one success story and I will show you the failure story behind it and what he did to come back. Michael Phelps. You heard the name Michael Phelps? Are you also aware that 2 years prior to the Olympics, he fractured his hand? And the doctor said you can't get into the water anymore. But Michael Phelps was preparing for this event 10 years. He could not see his dream shatter. He told the doctor, I will get into the water. And the doctor said and warned him that even if your hand does get repaired, question is, will it have the same strength? You are competing at the Olympics, not the neighborhood kids. अरे ठीक भी हो जाएगा, will it have the same strength? He could not tolerate this. He said, I will carry on my practice. I will not use my hand. I will use my legs. He used his legs. 2 years later at Beijing, he created history. He won 8 gold medals. And one of the event was 100 meters butterfly stroke. And guess what was the distance between him and the person who came second? 1/100th of a second. 100. So when he finished and won, the press was there. And this is my version now. One of the journalists asked him, Mr. Phelps, you won 8 gold medals. Must be your lucky day. कहता है साहब, must be your lucky day. When Michael Phelps heard it, he didn't like it. He said, you come here, I'll tell you how lucky I got. He said, in the last 4 years, I have trained 10,000 hours. And if you're good at maths, it translates into 2,500 hours per year. And if you're good at calculus, that translates into 8 hours per day, no Sunday. And he told this press person, you go sit in the water for 8 hours every day for the next 4 years, your body will shrivel. And he asked, did I get lucky? Did I get lucky? He said, luck is not designed to deliver you these things in life. And he said, athletes train 15 years for 15 seconds of performance. Lilesh, are you with me? Athletes train 15 years for 15 seconds of performance. Go ask them, did they get lucky? आप जानते हैं, was Michael Phelps an exception? No. Look at Steve Jobs. उसकी स्टैनफोर्ड की आप अगर स्पीच सुने, the first sentence he says, I came to this world unwanted, nobody wanted me. The day I was born, I was put up for adoption. साहब, आप मेरे को किसी की भी सफलता की कहानी सुनाइए, मैं आपके उसको बताऊंगा कि उसके पीछे क्या असफलता छुपी हुई है साहब. Now, जब हम सुनते हैं कहानियां, real life stories of Steve Jobs, Michael Phelps, Bruce Lee, you know something? They literally force us to redefine the word success. Nilesh, ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Success is not absence of problems, it is overcoming problems. They all had problems. All of them had problems. Success is not absence of problem, it is overcoming problems. And success is not defined by, it is not measured by how high you go up in life. Success is measured by how many times you bounce back when you fall down. That is success. अरे भैया कितनी बारी गिर के उठे, इसको सफलता कहते हैं. आप जितने यहां पे व्यूअर्स दिख रहे हैं, इंक्लूडिंग जो 1400-1500 करोड़ की टर्नओवर कर रहे हैं, आप उनसे पूछिए, रमेश जैन साहब से, आप किसी से पूछ लीजिए यहां पे जो बैठे हुए हैं, इनको कितनी समस्या आई जिंदगी में. आप सिर्फ ये देखते हैं You see the success behind it. You never see the struggle behind it. आप पूछ के देखिए जितने आप विंडो में बैठे हुए हैं. You only see the success. You never see the struggle behind the success. And you know what people say? Must be lucky. अरे भैया मैं 2 साल बैठ के गाड़ियां साफ करता था वहां पे बाल्टी लेके. मेरी जो नई किताब लिखी है, मैं आप जो एग्जांपल दीजिए मैं 10 उसके साथ गिना दूंगा आपको. मेरी जो नई किताब निकली थी, यू कैन अचीव मोर, उसकी किताब पे पीछे एक लिखा है, किताब का पहला सेंटेंस है, a person with a positive attitude cannot be stopped and a person with a negative attitude cannot be helped. देखिए साहब कैसी बात है. और एंड किताब के बैक में लिखा है, if you want to stand out you need to do something outstanding. क्या बात है. If you want to stand out you need to do something outstanding. कई बारी मेरे से लोग कहते हैं, I want to have extraordinary income. I want to have extraordinary success. I want to have extraordinary life. साहब दुख की बात यह है, they never ask themselves, who are you? Are you willing to work extraordinarily hard in life? Do you have extraordinary commitments in life? Do you have extraordinary integrity in life? Do you have extraordinary relationships in life? Now, if you don't have any of these things, you can't get anything else in life. So remember, we must be something before we can get anything. Repeat karta hu sir. We must be something before we can get anything in life. और जब ऐसे लोग होते हैं, and when they see a success story, you know what they say? Must be lucky, must be at the right place at the right time. This is an incomplete statement. मैंने अपनी किताब में इसका जवाब दिया है. Being at the right place at the right time is important. But remember, you must be the right person at the right place at the right time. Because if you are not the right person, you could be at the right place and right time, do nothing. Now this is still incomplete. You need to be the right person at the right place at the right time. And you need to do the right thing also at that time. Remember, if you're the right person at the right place at the right time, and you don't do the right thing, you can't get anything in life. Remember, the equation only gets completed when you are the right person at the right place at the right time and do the right thing. सब जिंदगी में तब सफलता आती है.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have one Ashwant Gamawat from Zimbabwe. So he would like to ask you some question. Zimbabwe. Yes, Ashwant bhai.
इतने दूर से बात कर रहे हैं तो इनको तो मैं ना नहीं कर सकता भाई.
Very nice person, Zimbabwe. Ashwant bhai.
नमस्कार जी.
से बात कर रहे हैं. देखिए, आप कठिन सवाल मत पूछिएगा मेरे से, क्योंकि मैं बीकॉम 3rd डिवीजन में पास हुआ हूँ, पढ़ा लिखा ज्यादा नहीं हूँ. तो कीप क्वेश्चन एट माय लेवल सर.
सर जीटो वाले सब सीधे हैं, सब सिंपल ही पूछते हैं. यस Ashwant bhai.
हमारे को अभी नाइजीरिया से, कीनिया से कुछ खबर आई, and they were calling me to do a program there. So interesting is, I don't know where Zimbabwe is, but anyway, यशवंत जी आप पूछिए सर.
नमस्कार जी. जिम्बाब्वे अफ्रीका में है
जी सर.
और मैं जीटो से इंटरनेशनली जुड़ा हुआ हूँ
जी सर.
बस आज आपका पूरा स्पीच और सब कुछ सुना. इट वाज सो मच मोटिवेशनल और इसने हमारे यहाँ पर भी ये जो कोरोना की एपिडेमिक वगैरह चल रही है तो उससे सीखने को इतनी ज्यादा मुझे आज एनर्जी मिली है. आई कांट एक्सप्लेन. आई कांट एक्सप्लेन एंड आई वाज सो मच मोटिवेटेड बाय योर words and your speech.
I'm grateful, sir.
Very much motivated.
Grateful, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ashwant bhai.
Thank you.
Sir, if you permit, there's one last question we would like to take from Shohun Jain from Hubli.
हमारा तो गला खत्म हो गया सर, बताइए
हाँ,
सर, कहाँ से?
सोन भाई, या शॉर्ट में आंसर दे दीजिए सोन भाई। यस,
अरे भाई,
so from Goma.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam bhai. Thank you, Chito Vijayawada chapter for this fantastic session. Kyocera sir, very, very, very energetic session. Thank you so much. मेरा क्वेश्चन था सर, अभी जैसे हम अभी स्टार्टअप्स हैं जो 1.5-2 साल से बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, तो अभी ये कोविड के टाइम में व्हाट इज योर व्यू, शुड वी कंटिन्यू विद द सेम बिजनेस और शुड वी better opportunity with collaboration with other people so that we can expand very fast, or wait for the financial year to wait and then decide on it? Thank you.
देखिए सोहन जी, भैया ऐसा है, इट्स नॉट अ वन लाइनर आंसर. आप कभी किसी डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, the moment you enter the door, have you ever noticed that the moment you enter the door, does the doctor start writing a medicine for you? अगर ऐसा डॉक्टर होगा तो आप भाग जाइएगा, 2 मिनट में कहेंगे डेंजरस डॉक्टर है. डॉक्टर 10 सवाल पूछता है आपसे, उसके बाद प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिखता है टू मेक श्योर. बट मेरा सिर्फ एक ही कहना है, because I don't know the background of a lot of things behind it. But मेरा सिर्फ एक कहना है, because a lot of startups come and talk to me about it. Sir, start small. सोहन जी, मैंने बहुत गलतियां की है जिंदगी में. मैंने 3-4 बिजनेस बनाए हैं और अपनी कंपनियां बेच भी दी हैं. मैंने कंपनियां, I've sold my companies. मेरा आपसे सिर्फ एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है सर, start small. Start small. Think big, but start small. Think big, but start small. Reason क्या है? वो ये है कि कभी भी हम कोई भी व्यापार काम करना शुरू करते हैं, हमसे गलतियां होती हैं. Everybody, there is no human being who does not make a mistake. We all make mistakes. Now, when you start small, your mistake will be small also. You will be able to sustain the loss. But if you start big, your mistake will be big, and you will not be able to sustain the loss at that time, because big mistake costs big money. सब ध्यान दीजिएगा, शुरुआत कीजिए छोटा शुरुआत. Think big, but start small, because invariably mistakes will happen. And when you start small, your mistake is small, you will be able to sustain the loss. If you start big, your mistake will be big, and you will not be able to sustain the loss. मैं गौतम जी गलत कह रहा हूँ कुछ सर?
एकदम परफेक्ट सर. थैंक यू सो मच.
Start small, think big. Start small, think big. आप गलतियां कर लीजिए, करके खत्म कर लीजिए. अपनी गलतियां जितनी निपट जाएंगे ना, उसके बाद गो बिग, तब देखेंगे आप ऊपर जाएंगे.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We have Secretary Ashok Golecha ji. We'd like to propose word of thanks to Shivkera ji for that excellent session. We all had enjoyed. Ashok bhai,
जितने भी यहाँ पर पैनलिस्ट हैं, विंडोज पे हैं, मेरा नंबर इनको दे दीजिएगा बेशक, my email ID, and if it's all right with them, with their
I will
permission,
share with everybody.
you can share it with me also.
Yeah, Ashok bhai.
Jai Jinendra, on behalf of Jito Vijayawada, I am very thankful to Shivkera ji for sparing valuable time with us and giving us a knowledgeable webinar. And I am thankful to our Jito Apex and our Jito members for participating in this program. Last but least, I thank you, our Jito International Wing Chairman, Mr. Gautam Oswal, for having excellent moderation. Thank you, and one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok bhai. Thank you, Shivji. We really had a nice time, and every time listening to you something great, and hope to see you again.
I'm good.
Thank you, everyone.
God
Thank
bless
you. Bye.